Welcome, everybody, to another home game with an absolutely atrocious starting hand. Jack 6 of clubs. Horrible, horrible time. But the good thing is, we flop the flush draw and the straight draw and a 4-4-5 board. We're betting $25 on the flop. We're getting one collar. We're going to a turn of a 2. Gives us even more draws here. We got the straight draw. We check. We get the 3 of hearts. We hit the straight right on the start. We start pulling out check or chips, and she says, "You got it." And even if you did, even if you didn't have it, you got there on the river. So one of the early hands, we end up winning, taking it down, getting rid of the bomb pot, and that was my buddy showing me the board because, well, this game you'll see I have no idea what the boards are. I didn't do it. I forget. I'm sorry. And this one's funny. Pocket jacks. And the dealer we had was on the phone, so my buddy who's dealing at the moment is also playing. He goes to $1, and I do the fun thing of raising with the pocket jacks to 21, as you probably should, because this hand is either really good post flop or absolutely horrible. And you want to get either one person in and everybody else out because I hate this hand. It's the worst hand in the world to me. I've lost so much money with pocket jacks because they're just, you always get the magnet that is this board pretty much. An ace, a queen, and an 8. Figure we got something here. We go check, check to the turn, and a jack rolls off, or 10 rolls off. Sorry. Gives us some more outs. We call the $20 bet that he put out there, and the beautiful, absolutely beautiful 9 of spades rolls out on the river. We check, check. I figure he might have a king or king jack, kind of hard to have, but whatever. We got the straight. We're making some progress. We're making some profit from that hand, and we're on to the next, which is ace 3. Not exactly a great hand in the world, but it's suited. I have an ace. You can kind of run with those, and it's one of those. We play 1-1 in this home game. It's not the biggest game in the world, obviously, because it's just a fun thing to do on a Sunday night with a bunch of friends. So this is one of those hands where instead of a $20 pot or $20 raise pre-flop, it's $6. Everyone's in there. And it's a pretty good flop for us with a queen, jack of clubs, and ace of hearts. And this is the world. I have top pair, no kicker, whatever, but the nut flush draw. And technically, I guess I could have a royal flush draw if the right cards came out. But, the luck of that, very, very little. So I go $15. We get one collar. Well, sorry. We get a fold, 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 fold. Slowly, people are folding out a turn. We get a one collar. We're going to the turn, which was the 6 of diamonds. Kind of a completely irrelevant card. Either we both have it at this point or it's a useless card. And, well, the king of clubs comes on the river, which is perfect for us. We bet $20. We get pretty much a snap called, and we flip over our nut flush. I guess technically you could have had 9, 10 of clubs for the straight flush, but I mean, at that point, it's just all the money's going in anyways because, it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the last boards that I actually remember. This is a funny one though, because the guy to my right, my buddy, is saying he wants to show the camera, his cards without me seeing. So I'm covering the camera with my hands. I'm looking at him, and well, there it is. Jack 9 offsuit. Not the greatest hand in the world, but not a horrible one either. Until you look down at ours, King 10 of hearts. Beautiful hand. Beautiful hand. So he goes 1, I go 10. The button goes 20. He calls, I call, and we're going to a flop. And this is where I'm sorry. I didn't do the boards. I wasn't paying attention to really care. It was kind of just one of those nights I forgot about it and I was recording for the fun of it. But I ended up flopping 2 pair. I remember this because watching back and hearing the audio from it, I ended up flopping 2 pair. So my buddy bets 25, as you can now know. He has Jack 9 and I have 2 pair of King 10. And the button calls also, so it's $75 on the flop. We get to the turn and I don't remember, and I'm sorry, but this is I'm going to be trying to be better about this. So he checks, I go 40, button shows everybody, and angrily folds because that's what you do when you find out she had aces. It was aces versus Jack 9 versus King 10 suited. She was so far ahead, it wasn't even funny. And sadly, this is just one of those hands where, like, having a really good hand and kind of playing a funny game hurts you. $20 is a pretty big raise, but I mean, especially we play 1-1. $20 should be a huge raise, but we don't really play 1-1. We still play 2-5 basically, and end up running it out. He would have lost. We take down a pretty good pot here though, and always nice when you're taking down $25 chips in a 1-1 game. Pretty good pot right there. It just sucks to hear. She said, "Oh, this is my aces hand." And I was like, "Well, I just flopped 2 pair. He flopped a straight draw." I don't know if I really $40 bet, really not all that big, I don't think there, but profit can't hurt, whatever. On to the next. We got the ace queen of diamonds. We raise it to $15. We still have, well, I don't say we still have the knit button because this is going to be just a different knit game. But we play constant knit games here. It's just knit game until bottom pot, and then after the bottom pot's over, we play knit game. So it's just a consistent run. So if you see that, it could be an hour apart, it could be 2 minutes apart, you never know. But it's a pretty easy hand. Ace queen of diamonds, obviously, really good hand. It's going to be a raising hand, obviously. We get, what, 2 callers, I think, something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm first to act. I'm pretty sure I flopped an ace. Again, I'm sorry, I didn't do the boards. Sometimes you just don't pay attention, just whatever. Cutting out chips here though. We go for a $30 bet. Pretty, 2/3 bet plus whatever else was in there for, the $1 blind, $3. So pretty much a 2/3 bet. And now we're just sitting here waiting. We got one person to our left and another person behind him. And well, you can tell the slow flick is obviously very much going to be a fold. So he ends up folding, she ends up showing everybody and folding also. Sorry, I'm going to spoil it for you. There it is. Bam. Ended up taking this down. It was funny that the guy next to me goes, "Oh, how boring. The best hand just wins." I was like, yeah, but, I'm not complaining about it. Obviously, if you're winning money, you really can't all be ever sad. This one, I don't honestly remember. Queen Jack. As I'm recording these, I'm kind of watching them through too, trying to kind of remember what's going on here. So we ended up just limping. Well, not limping. We raised to $2. Sorry. Oh no, I didn't raise because there's a button straddle down there. Look at that. I'm watching as you are. It was a call. I called. It's 12. The button folded. Fold. I don't call, I call, and a call. Yeah, we're going through this. Queen Jack offsuit, not exactly the best hand in the world. And I'm sorry, again, I don't remember the boards. We got a check. We got a bet of $15. We're going to get one caller right there. We're going to get another caller on the other side of the table, building a little pot here. It's getting spicy. I don't actually know. You could check. I go 25. Figuring this is a pretty good, not a pretty good pot, but enough of a pot. We get a fold right to our left, and we get a fold. We flip over our cards. It's obviously the winner. That's all that really matters in the long run, right? Who cares what the actual board is? It could be a complete bluff. It could just be the absolute stone cold nuts. It's a win, is a win, is a win. Now, this one's kind of funny. So pocket tens, pretty good hand. Get a raise down at the end of the table. We get a fold, and I go, what, $17, something like that, maybe 20, well, it's like $17. Get a snap all in to the guy to our left. Everyone folds, and this is kind of one of those funny things, and I'm sitting there thinking like, ooh, pocket tens, not the worst hand in the world, not the greatest hand in the world, especially when you consider it's a snap all in. I mean, obviously that could be very much bluffy, that could be very much just I want to take that money down. So I show him the 10. And I'm going, I really want to fold this hand. Like, it is a pocket pair. It's only like, $80. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know. And we ended up talking about it. And he ends up, I make the call. And he had shown me a 9. So we're going 10 versus 9 to the flop. It's absolutely irrelevant. Nothing changes. He doesn't hit a 9. And so I show him the pocket 10s, and he shows me the pocket 9s for the win. Pretty easy. And we're joking around. He goes, you weren't really going to fold it. And I was like, nah, just kind of, just having the fun banter game thing, seeing what's going to happen. And obviously, you can tell from the stack to my left, he really didn't do all that bad after that. That's pretty hardy over there. And yeah, this I think is one of the last hands of the night, as far as I remember. We get Ace King of Hearts with a $25 raise when it comes around to us. This is a huge raise considering there's like $4 in this pot. I don't know. I don't remember if my buddy to the right with that chip is either a $5 raise or if it was just a call. It must have been a $5 raise because otherwise the 25 just looks ridiculous. But Ace King of Hearts are going to the flop. And it's an ace. I remember that much. There is an ace here, so I'm flopping top pair. I'm feeling pretty good about this. He checks to me. I go $50, figuring, well, this is kind of strange. He calls. What does he have? I've got top. Like, what am I really worried about here? And remember that was a diamond. Because you'll see, as this continues to go, he checks to me. I just jam, figuring there's already, $100, $150 in this pot. Like, I'm perfectly happy just taking down the pot, the profit in it already. Not seeing any more cards, not losing a hand for something, stupid. Kind of top pair, top kicker. Let's just put it in now, whether it runs out bad for me or not. And he shows me the King of Diamonds. So he has, I think it's either second. I think it was the Ace of Diamonds out there. So he has the nut flush draw. And I'm just, it's one of those things. You either really want this call because, he's hoping for a flush draw to hit, or you really don't want this call because, he puts the money in, instant diamond on the river, and then you just have to kind of cry and say, well, that's just how poker works sometimes. So he's hemming and hawing. He's talking to people at the table, joking with the dealer, like, hey, if I call, can you guarantee me a diamond? And I'm just like, oh, well, here's my net button. I have to show you anyways. Like, you can fold. Like, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Flips it over. I think it's the Jack of Hearts. It doesn't look like a diamond right there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Jack of Diamonds. You might just have the actual 2-card draw, but either way, I'm kind of just happy with this pot. It's not the best thing in the world, and eventually he does end up folding. And I think as I'm recording this, technically it's Sunday morning, so we're playing tonight. I'm going to try and be better about the boards, try and remember what they actually are so I can put these down for you guys. But thank you for watching. If you did like it, comment down below, tell me what you think, like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it really just helped me out and I appreciate it. And, you tell me how your home game's been going, how your live game's been going, whatever it is, comment down below. It does help a lot and I do appreciate it. And with that, I will see y'all later. Peace.